The mind of an artist has loads of ideas that keeps multiplying, and when you have 9, you have an expansive infinity of possibilities and realities. That's how Ogirikan Art Gallery captures it with this exhibition themed 6 + 3 = Limitless.
What happens when 6 painters and 3 sculptors decide to join forces to exhibit?
Is 6 + 3 = limitless. And in a room like this, with a mind like this, it's limitless. Limitless in color, limitless in style. That's what we've done here. Well, it's a title I coined based on the cocktail of artists we have in the room. And in separating the 6 and the 3 is to differentiate between the painters and the sculptors. And when an artist starts work, he initially starts from a 0 point. And he goes on, and only him decides when a work is complete. That's why I called it Limitless.
Afro-Delique, the art of urban Nigeria, the art of Lagos of now, is the way Ogirikan has chosen to call this show.
Basically, it's in terms of achievement and being known as a household name in certain areas amongst galleries. That's how I've managed to select the artists I have, and based on the works they've done in the past.
Which features Afesa Moses, a graduate of the Federal Polytechnic, Auchi, Edo State, who brings his metal, stone and other materials which he turns to sculpture.
Moses, he does marble, and they're really good to collect. Each and every work in here is an investment if you decide to put your money on it for the future.
To his colleague, Chuksobodo, who works on metal, as well as to FESTUS ENOFE, who uses ebony wood to create some of his chiseled wonders.
It's titled Caregiver. It was actually inspired by the medical field, doctors in general, and sometimes some of them are not appreciated looking at what they do. Sometimes they go on strike, people die, so that's the main reason what inspired me. They should be appreciated and paid for what they do.
Najim Muse, Hamid Ibrahim, Bimbo Adenugba, Judah Jibrin, Sam EBOHON, and Bolaji Ogunwo are the painters in the mix, and we learn more about what they have brought here.
I have 3 pieces here. One of them is the side she shows. It's just a representation of the Nigerian ladies, particularly what we see in Lagos. You see them with, innocent, gentle, and then, of course, very fashion conscious.
Well, the works I'm putting on the show here were made specifically for this show, and it's a theme that cuts across the political landscapes of this country, especially the effect it has on people. Like one of my work here is called Blue, which shows the state of a woman who's in a retrospective situation. And you can put it in any way you want to put it. You can see it any way you want to put it, depending on how you yourself are experiencing the nation.
It's a painting that was done in 2013. That was about the period where we had a lot of crises in this country. The period where a lot of people felt Nigeria might probably not be together for a long time. And so I came up with this painting that I call Our Leaders, We and Nemesis. There was so much looting, so much corruption in the system. And the feeling usually was these corrupt people were untouchable. And in my mind, as an artist, I felt I owe it a duty to the country to represent this issue. However, in representing it, I also felt that with time, that those who are looting the country dry would eventually be caught. So I did the painting showing the nemesis in the front, and then showing our leaders running like in a race where they're all running towards running Nigeria bankrupt. And then the masses were left behind looking skinny and dry. And the beauty of it is today, I can tell you that Nemesis has caught up with a lot of our politicians and all those that have stolen from the country.
Take, for example, Judah Jubrin. He has developed a style over the years where he finishes his work in bubble style, and it's almost like a camouflage of his subjects behind the bubbles, but all coming together as a mosaic and showing everything around him, his daily life. And that's Judah Jubrin. And Najim is a plein air artist, but on this occasion, he decided to do abstract. And with his abstract, he's restricted his palette knife to a small canvas to bring out the love he feels in his daily life from his mom, from his children, and from his wife. And that's what he's done in this exhibition. And he has one particular one that thrills me a lot, which is called Speck in Your Eyes. A lot of the times we apportion blames, he said, but we all have blame. We all have speck. With Mr. Bolaji Ogunwo, he's a heavy impasto artist. And I love the charge, I love the Durbar, I love the way he reveals the horses on canvas in action. That's one of the attractions that made me select him, because I'm just in love with those images.
This exhibition shows all sorts of media brought here by the artists, and that it's themed 6+3 equals limitless, because what they have shown reveals the depth of the creative mind.
I'm sure something struck a chord. Hamid Ibrahim's work of art, that's what we have right here. And I'm sure you recognize it. And if you didn't, now you know. But there's so much to look forward to on the next episode of Art House. One of Nigeria's masters is rewarded by the federal government, plus an artwork for peace in the nation's capital, Abuja.
Next week on Art House. Celebration and exhibition by Dr. Bruce Onobrakpea at the Resource Place Gallery. Artwork for peace, an exhibition on the streets of Abuja.
That's something you wouldn't want to miss on the next edition of Art House. And the program doesn't end here. Let's catch up online on any of our platforms. As we gradually wrap up 2017, let's know the new things you'd like to see on the program in the new year. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.